People always ask me, if I don't have any money and I want to start a business, what business should I get into? And my answer is always going to be the same. It's social media marketing. It's the business that allowed me to go from being a broke kid, college dropout, to then building a multi-million-dollar empire. Today, I want to go over all of the tools you need to get started with your own social media marketing business. Like I said, this doesn't require thousands of dollars to start. You can be a complete beginner. It doesn't require too much experience. All you have to do is learn a skill and implement the stuff I'm going to teach you guys today. So if you don't know what social media marketing is, I want to start with the basics. Essentially, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be helping businesses by delivering them a service and they're going to pay you for it. So for example, let's say I'm going to do Facebook ads for a business because that's how I got started. I'm going to go to businesses, offer to help them with their Facebook ads or their Instagram ads or Google or YouTube ads. All of the ads that you see all over the internet, I'm going to help a business with that. They're going to pay me in return. So it's a service-based business, meaning it doesn't cost anything to start. It's similar to landscaping or construction. You're providing a service, in this case, a digital marketing service, and you're getting paid in return. The first tool you're going to need to set up these Facebook and Instagram ads is Facebook Ads Manager. So if you take a look at my screen here, you can actually see that we're in the Facebook Ads Manager. This is where we're going to be able to create all of our ads for businesses, right? We want to get them sales. We put in the ad here and then those ads pop up on your feed. So you can do that all here in this Facebook Business Manager, Facebook Ads Manager. This is going to be one of the first tools that we go over today. If you want to learn more how to set this up, I do have a free class on this. I'm going to put the link in the description. So this is one tool that you're going to need. Another one is if you're going to help these businesses with their Google and YouTube ads would be the Google Ads Manager. So very similar setup. Obviously, it's a little bit different because it's a different company, but this is where you can create those Google and YouTube ads. So those are the tools that you need to deliver services to these businesses. And I know what you're wondering. Well, how do I actually find these companies? You could do it the old-fashioned way, and you could use something like Google and just search up for businesses in your area. But one thing I do recommend, because we live in the day and age of AI and it's going to change the world, you can use AI tools like SMM Deal Finder. I know I've talked about this in a few videos before, but I want to share my screen and actually show this to you. Check this out. This is SMM Deal Finder, and it's the new way to find clients. In order to provide businesses with a service, we have to find the businesses. So what this software does is it'll actually help you do all of the research for you. As you can see here, over 7 million leads in the database and $89 million of client value. So literally all you would have to do is plug in the business you're going to research here. I'll actually log in so you can get a better view of it. All we would have to do is put in a niche. Let's say we want to help restaurants, right? I can put restaurants in here. And wherever you may be, let's say you want to start local before you start branching out. I don't know, you're in Chicago. We can put Chicago in here. I can look for restaurants in Chicago, Illinois. And the beautiful part about AI is it will actually do all of the research for you. So it just makes it so fast. You save a bunch of time, save a bunch of money, make a lot more money. People always say, Rene, aren't you afraid that AI is going to replace you? And here's the thing, it won't if you are using it to your advantage. The reason it's easier than ever to make millions of dollars is because you have tools like this. So check it out, just like that. It's going to get me the name of the restaurant, their phone number, their email, their social media, right? It's going to get me all of this stuff. And that brings us to the second part. Now that we have these businesses and we found them, the next part, we have to do some outreach. We have to contact them. Obviously, we have to get in touch to then get these deals. You can do it the old-fashioned way. Just send an email. You got it here. You can send them a text message, maybe a DM on social media. These are all great tools to do it, but there is a better way, and that's by using AI as well. So in the same way, I can take all these businesses here, like all of these restaurants in Chicago, right? I can add them over into my list here. Some of these are already doing Facebook ads, so they wouldn't need me, right? Actually, a lot of them are, but there's still huge opportunities where businesses don't. So look, Tarot Tavern, they're not doing any Facebook ads. Same with Del Rooster Restaurant and Bar, no Facebook ads. This is great for me. Look at all these. So you can see none of these businesses are doing any sort of ads yet, which is awesome because guess what? Those are perfect opportunities to make money. The money's all around you. The money's already printed. You just got to go get it. So once I've added all of these businesses to my list here, all I got to do is literally go to my AI campaigns. Okay. And once I'm in here, look, because it's a restaurant, I already have a template in there. I could create a little template to contact these businesses. AI will then personalize it so it sounds like a human. Never before in the history of the world have we been able to send emails that sound like humans automatically. It is incredible how easy it is with tools like this, AI tools. So look, I have this campaign built, and with the click of a button, I can go to my list. I don't have to message these businesses myself. I can go to a list, add them all to this campaign, and the AI is going to do all the work. That's what makes this tool so powerful. So I can close my laptop, go hang out with my family, come back a couple hours later, and my inbox is full of messages from businesses that want to work with me. Perfect. So now that we know what tools we're going to use to service these businesses and what tools we're going to use to find the businesses and contact them, once they reply to you, you guys are going to come to an agreement. They're going to pay you $2,000 a month, for example, and you're going to help them with their Facebook ads. Now, this is where it gets very, very important. With this business model, social media marketing, the clients will always pay you upfront. Typically, at a job or a 9 to 5, you have to do the work first before you get paid. I love this because I know the first of the month, all my clients, I'm seeing a couple $100,000 hit my account. So they're always going to pay you upfront. But in order to ensure that and then make them feel safer, you're going to need a contract, right? And if you're just getting started, lawyers are expensive. You can't afford a lawyer if you're just getting started. So here's what you're going to do. Again, we have AI tools like ChatGPT where we can have it draft up a contract. But if you want something a little bit more secure, there's another tool here that you guys can use. It's a website called Rocket Lawyer, and they actually help you with any sort of contract. They have all these templates for you, and it's pretty plug and play. Now, you can get a membership here for like $20 a month. I'm not affiliated with them, but check it out. So look, I can go in here, right? And I can literally look at any sort of document. So let's check out what documents we can have, businesses and contracts. When you're just getting started, you're typically going to do it as an independent contractor. So you don't need an LLC. When you're just getting started, you're typically going to be doing it as an independent contractor. So you don't really need an LLC. So look, you can get an independent contractor agreement here, and we can check the preview. So once you go and do this, they're actually going to let you plug everything in. So you can plug in your name or your business, the business that you're going to be helping. And look at this, check this out. You just do this, it makes it quick, makes it easy, and then they'll come out with a contract for you. That's professionally done, obviously, because this is a lawyer company. I mean, I would hope so. I haven't had any issues with it. Every contract we've sent, there's never been a dispute, so it's been pretty good. So again, Rocket Lawyer, you're able to create that contract. Now that they've signed the contract, you're officially in business because this is where you get paid. This is where the fun really begins. You're probably wondering, how do I get paid? Do they give me cash? Do they give me a check? Do they Venmo me? No, you're going to want to do it professionally, right? Any good business owner, they have payment processors. And if you don't know what that is, hopefully you do it. It's pretty simple. It's how you accept your form of payment, right? So there's a tool here that you can use to accept payment. It's called Stripe. You've probably heard of it. It's the biggest payment processor in the world. It's free to sign up. Again, I'm not affiliated to Stripe, but they'll allow you to take Apple Pay from your customers so people can pay with credit card. This is what typically every business does. Again, it's free. I think they take 3%. So they'll go and collect the payment for you and deposit it into your bank. So once they sign that contract, you're going to go ahead and send them the link so that they can pay. Again, you can do that with Stripe, or there's another one that I've been using that I love a lot. And this is called Fanbasis. Very similar to Stripe. They process payments, but I prefer them a little bit more because Stripe is really big. So they don't have really good like customer support. But with this, they're a little bit smaller. So you get more one-on-one attention if you have questions about your money. So now that we know how to provide the service, we know how to find the leads, we know how to do the outreach, we have tools to get contracts and payments settled. How do we actually set up these ads? How do we get the content for the ads, right? Let's say you're not a content creator and the business wants a video ad. How do you do it? Do you have to get in front of the camera yourself? No, there's tools for this as well. So I want to show you guys this other tool that I use to get all of these ads. And probably you've seen businesses that get ads from this website, this tool right here. The next tool as far as getting the content to use as the ad, or maybe even just content in general for the business, is a website and tool called Billo. Again, every single business uses this to get their ads. As you can see here, you've probably seen some of their ads before. If you ever want UGC content, this is the place to go. You'll actually be able to put a listing up, like a job listing, and content creators will then apply to do an ad for you. Okay. It does cost money. You do have to pay some of these creators, but it's way cheaper and easier if you do it in bulk. So again, if a business wants 5 ads, I think you could do it for like $500. And if they're paying you extra, let's say an extra $1,000 to get the ads, there's a simple arbitrage right there. So again, you can sign up for free. You just put in a listing and you get videos just like this. So check it out. So all those videos you see with all these creators, it doesn't matter. You can find like over 5,000 creators, I think. It's insane what you could do. So Billo is a great place to get this content for the businesses and brands. And once you do that, the only thing left to do is scale, grow your business. You can't do everything on your own because you're just one person. And obviously providing a service can get a little bit difficult if you're trying to do everything. So next, we're going to go ahead and hire people. We're going to find talent. So that way you can start growing your business. I remember when I first started my business, I was trying to manage it all by myself. I had 15 clients. I was making about $30,000 a month, but I was doing all of the work myself. I still didn't have any free time. So the money was great, but I'm still kind of on this treadmill where I don't have free time. So what I started doing is I started hiring employees. These days, we do over $250,000 per month. I have an employee here in Miami, big office, 15 employees. It's pretty sick. And it's what allowed me to scale my business to 6 figures a month. So if you want to start hiring, you want to start getting talent, even if you don't have a lot of money up front or your business isn't making a lot, you can use tools, websites like Fiverr, where you can find freelancers to do work for you. You can get them overseas, which will be a little bit cheaper. So you can use Fiverr. There's another one that we use. Another tool is called Upwork, where you can do essentially the same thing. Sometimes there's different people on each website, so you can do that. But I would also recommend networking and joining communities. Like I said, I have a private community, a mentorship community, and we have a group chat just like this. So think about it. It makes it the perfect place for people to find business partners, staff, employees, people that have the skill already. Because if you're getting someone on Fiverr, you don't really know if they're going to be good or bad. You could look at reviews and be able to determine that. I was going to say, if you're going to be using one of these websites, make sure that you look for people that are very highly ranked, have a lot of positive reviews. But let's say you have a community, it's perfect because now you have over 5,000 people that have done the training, that have gotten certification. You know that you can vet them out. So there's communities where we all just talk, we share all of our wins. Check this out. This is pretty cool. And this is what gets me excited because thousands of people are changing their lives with a simple skill like this. And it doesn't cost them that much to start. All the tools are online and they're not very expensive. You in Erie, you can start one of these businesses, a social media marketing agency, with as little as $500. And when you get your first client, they can pay you anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 to even $10,000. So that's why this is so powerful. But look, take a look at this. Shara just got paid $200, her first deal, right? Let's see, what else is this right here? This guy made a map. Look at this. He helped a client make $75,000. So shout out to Biko. Look at that. He made them $75,000. I'm sure he got a big check for that. Most likely $5,000 to $7,000. What else? Someone got their first sale on their own business for $54,000. So they're taking this skill. Oh, look at that. I just signed a contract for 8 months worth $39,000. You see these wins, guys? Look at this. I've landed my first client in New York. It feels good to send an invoice and receive payment. Check that out. Let's see if he actually shared. He didn't. Very stoked. I guess Ross was driving Uber and he got paid by a marketing client. So literally these come in every single day. There's a bunch of them. Look, $400. This guy closed the deal. It's absolutely insane. Another one, $500. So a bunch of people are making money with this. It's a business you can get started. I want to summarize everything we've gone over. That way you guys can have an idea. So let's go through it one by one. If you're going to start a social media marketing agency, again, helping businesses with social media, the first thing you're going to need to do is provide them with a service. The 2 ways you can provide a service, run paid ads, the 2 tools you can use, Facebook Ads Manager and obviously Google Ads Manager. So these are 2 free tools that you could use to sign up, learn how to use them. And that's where you're going to create your ads for these businesses. Okay. Once you do that, you have to find the businesses. And the way we're going to do it is using AI. We're actually going to go ahead and use SMM Deal Finder to find all of these businesses in our area and do the outreach as well. So we're going to find and contact all of these businesses around us. Again, AI makes it super easy. You weren't able to do this before, but now you can. And once we contact these businesses, we're going to go ahead and send them a contract once we come to an agreement. And we're going to do that with this tool here, Rocket Lawyer. And from there, we're going to go ahead and actually provide the service. We're going to launch these ads. Now, let's say you need content. It's fine because you have this tool right here, Billo, where we're able to get creators for any sort of business, any sort of ad that we need. Creators will be able to do it. And once we're making some money, $5,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month, and we want to scale, we want to grow, we're going to hire people. And a couple of ways we can do that is through websites like Fiverr or Upwork or in private communities. So hopefully this video was helpful, guys. Again, I don't like to gatekeep, so I want to share as much as I can. In fact, if you want to learn more about this, like how to actually run the ads, I have a free training this week that I'm going to do. So click the link in the description. I'm going to put it in there. I'll teach you literally how to run Facebook ads, how to find clients, a little bit more in depth than what I did in this short YouTube video. So it's completely free. I'm going to be live. I'm going to answer your questions. I want to just help out as much as I can, but I appreciate you guys. I love this business. Again, it's why I was able to hang out in a tank top and talk to you guys on YouTube. But good luck. Let's get it. Let's make some money. Peace.